The Jake Asman Show will begin shortly. Thanks to all these great Patreon members who help support the show. Get your super chats ready. Jake will be here in just a moment. If you love the New York Jets, this is the place to be. And now, the Jake Asman Show.
OTAs are underway this week for the New York Jets. Today, we're going to break down a top 10 list of the best players on the Jets, and it's going to start some controversy. Frankie V joins me, Mr. Controversial. It's the Jake Asman Show. Let's hit it and get it started.
We sitting in here, we excited as hell.
Now it's time to get to work. Are you a happy guy?
Oh my goodness, let's go!
I haven't felt joy talking about the Jets in a long time. When they announced it, I went, yeah! Let's go! A new chapter for the Jets has started. Aaron Glenn and Darren Muji are tasked with shaping the future of this franchise. Will they be the ones to finally get it right? We will be here for every step of the journey on the Jake Asman Show, breaking down all the storylines, every game, and everything in between. Please subscribe and hit the like button below. Super chats, baby. Cut the line. The Jake Asman Show starts right now.
Here we go, Jet fans and Knick fans. Knicks in 4. It is indeed the Jake Asman Show. Live on a Monday. It is Memorial Day, so of course I want to start off by acknowledging that, thinking of honoring all those who gave everything for our country today. Appreciate everyone who was here. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and as always, we are presented by PrizePicks. A lot to get into with the Jets OTAs later this week, and of course, tickets for Gangrene Beach Club on sale now. Come meet your favorite reporter, content creator, super fan, all in one spot. Go to gangrenebeachclub.com. Tickets are just $25 to get into HQ2 and have an absolute blast with us on July 11th. Joining us right now is a man who will be there in Atlantic City on July 11th. Frankie V from uSTADIUM and the Gangs All Here pod joins us now. Mr. Tanky, how are we feeling on this fine Monday?
What a beautiful weekend, man. I'm feeling great. You know, everyone was made their plans. They're away. They're at the beach. And I won't say I feel bad for them with this rain. I won't say I do, you know.
I'll tell you what, as someone who sat at Yankee Stadium yesterday in the rain, at least they won in walk-off fashion. But other than that, I mean, the weather's been miserable. Thank God for the Knicks, man. Thank God for the Knicks.
Yeah. Last night I actually I binged my first TV show in quite some time, and I actually finished it. I don't know if you saw this Netflix called The Beast in Me. What a great show, man. What an I don't know if anyone saw it out there, anyone in the chat, but I've never been really captivated by a show since probably Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad had me going like 4, 5, 6 episodes deep. I mean, this show, The Beast in Me, I was like, I was kind of bored. I was like on my computer. I'm like, let me put this stupid show on.
Is it about a guy that lives in his attic in Illinois?
You know what? I didn't even think about that. Yeah, no. Not far off, though. Not far off. Some parallels there for sure, definitely. But no, it was a great show, actually. I'm actually I was quite captivated by it, Jake. So yeah.
I'm glad you were captivated by something this weekend. Full disclosure, I was captivated by your recent podcast with Ryan and Kaz, Gangs All Here, where you guys went through each of your top 10 Jets currently on the roster. And your list, as things typically go with you, Mr. Tanky, they start some controversy. I was seeing people react to your list in particular. So I'm going to pull it up here. We'll go through it. These are your top 10 Jets on the roster right now. Break down why you ranked these 10 players where you did.
Well, I'll just say this. I'll come up by saying this. I think this is a perfect list. So I went through this a few times. I don't think you can get a better list than this. No, okay. All right, let's go 10-1 quickly because I did this on Gangs All Here with Ryan and Kaz. But all right, Will McDonald has 18.5 sacks his last 2 seasons. Had a game with 4 sacks last year. Say what you want about him versus the run and some of his deficiencies. Overall, he's a top 10 player on this roster. On that line, If you look at the other players, you want to talk about people like, oh, what about Tavondre Sweat or Enigbari or Onyemata, Harrison Phillips? No, it's Will McDonald. I would say is one of the better defensive linemen, edge players on this team, linebackers. So he's 10 there. Minka, a lot of people, I know Kaz had him pretty high. A lot of people had Minka in their top 5. Listen, man, Minka hasn't been the same Minka that we remember, when he was in Pittsburgh and, earlier in his career. He just hasn't. He's getting older. He's still a good player. I still have him in the top 10. And I know the value of Minka Fitzpatrick, but to put him as a top 5 Jet like I've seen on some people's rankings, I think, and I'm being honest, I think when we look back, I don't think we'll love that contract we gave Minka Fitzpatrick. I think we're getting a declining player. So, and I think he'll show signs of that. And I think he did last year, if we're being completely honest here. 8, I have my guy, man. Why
isn't he number 1?
I mean, he could be, but no, listen, all jokes aside, David Bailey, I think, is just gonna be a player that's gonna come in and give us, 9-10 sacks this year, instant impact off the edge. Again, similarly to the Will McDonald points I just made, you look at that front 7, he's gonna be as impactful as anybody on this team, and he, to me, is a top 10 player. I had originally Will McDonald 8th and Bailey 10th. I just flipped them kind of last minute. I said, you know what? I think Bailey's going to have a better year than McDonald. I actually think Bailey's going to be more impactful in the run department than Will McDonald. He's just bigger. He's stronger than Will McDonald. So I have him there. Joe Tippmann, we know about Joe Tippmann. Versatile, proved what he can do as a run blocker, getting better as a pass blocker. And honestly, he's gotten better basically every quarter of a season. Joe Tippmann's gotten a little bit better. He hasn't taken steps backwards. He's taken steps forwards. And so I have him there 7th. 6th is where people got a little bit at me with Jamie Sherwood.
A little. Jamie Sherwood does not belong anywhere near the top 10 on this list, let alone number 6 in front of Joe Tippmann. What?
All right, hear me out, all right? We have a little bit of recency bias when it comes to Jamie Sherwood. We're judging him based on what he looked like in the Steve Wilks defense, which I don't think Ray Lewis would have looked good in Steve Wilks' defense last year. That's actually not true, but you know where I'm coming from there. All right, so what I'm saying with Jamie Sherwood is, Jake, the numbers, and I hate going by numbers, and sometimes I think I go by numbers a little bit too much when I'm ranking players, but he had 154 tackles last year. I don't think Jet fans, realize that. And combined with, if you want to go by what PFF ranked him as a run on run defense, he was an 81, which was 16th out of 88 linebackers. If you go into qualified ranges, he's in that top 10 convo. I know he had a down year.
He stunk. Come on. Don't give me PFF grades. He was out of position. He got a lot of tackles. He was out of position only because someone had to make some tackles. Like, he had a terrible season.
Jake, I think he had a bad year for his standard. I don't think he had some epically terrible year considering some of the guys on the front line there. Nobody was really in the right gaps. You have guys like, what's his face? Who's the D end that was constantly out of position? Michael Clemens is just constantly out of position. You're trying to chase all the time. Quincy doesn't know what he's doing. Jamian didn't know what was going on. Jake, I just think it was a domino effect where Jamian looked a lot worse because of all the chaos that was really happening. And it was chaotic up there. So I'm with you if you think it's crazy to have him in this top 10. I don't think
put him
crazy.
10 then at the early. Like, he was so bad last year, man. How can he be in front of Tippmann, your boy Bailey, who's the greatest gift to the NFL of all time, according to you and the Bailey Bros? Minka was good last year. He still had a good season in Miami, way better than Jamie Sherwood.
Well, I mean, listen, all right, let's go a year. Let's rewind back 2 years then. You look at 2024. He led the NFL in solo tackles, almost at 100. He had 158 tackles that year.
Yeah, but the thing is, I thought the list is right now, not totality of their careers.
Well, you're kind of taking it in a vacuum to a degree. Like, you're kind of taking what this player is with new coaching, with a new system, with Glenn's system, and who they are as a player and where they, could fit into this picture. I just think if you look at the team as a whole, I have people telling me, Tavondre Sweat should be ranked above Jamien Sherwood. Based on what? What has Tavondre Sweat proven in his career outside of some good tape, what Jamien has as well? I can't go with guys like Tavondre Sweat or Brandon Stevens, Kaz had in his top 10 that he didn't have Sherwood. He had Stevens. I just think if Sherwood can understand what the defense is doing and is able to fly around the field and not really think too much, I think he's a top 10 player. I really do. I think when it's all said and done, we're going to look back at this year or 2025, this past year, and think of it more as an anomaly for Jamien Sherwood than a theme for what his career ends up being. I could be wrong there. I believe that. I'm one of his lone, I would say, defenders right now on the internet or online or content world. I like Jamien Sherwood. I really do. I think he got a lot of unwarranted hate considering how bad that defense was. The strategy was terrible. Jake,
they're calling this a stanky V list in the chat.
That's fine. Jake, but think about this last year. A team runs a play action boot, right, against us. They have like 3 or 4 options that the quarterback could go to. They have they have a wide receiver running underneath. They have a tight end leaking across the middle of the field. They have a guy deep post. I mean, like, pick your poison, really. I mean, pick whoever you want as a quarterback on the opposing team. Jamien, yeah, he's running one direction. He's trying to change directions, mid-route. Yeah, he looked bad last year. He was a liability against the pass for sure, but I think against the run, I think he's pretty damn good, man. I really do. And I think he'll get better in space if he knows what he's doing. I just think with Mosley, CJ being out of here and not having any vet next to him, and Quincy, he didn't know what he was doing either. Steve Wilkes didn't know what was happening either. Aaron Glenn didn't do much with the defense last year. I just think it was a total disaster. I think with all things considered, he actually had a decent year statistically, considering all things. Whatever. I can't look at the Jets right now and say, you look at the defense, how can you say Jamien Sherwood's not a top 5 player on that defense overall? You want to put DeMario there? Yes, I have him in front. You want to put Minka there? Okay.
DeMario could be there. Minka should be a lot higher. I mean, your boy Bailey should be a lot higher based on what I'm hearing about him from you.
I mean, it's tough. I wasn't even going to do rookies because honestly, I was thinking about putting D'Angelo Pons in this top 10 too, if you want my honest opinion. But that would have been a little bit of a stretch there. So yeah, the Sherwood thing, listen, we could debate it all we want. I really think there was some people that came out that were ripping Jamien Sherwood and blamed him as the reason why the Jets were so bad against the run. I don't think that's really true. Yes, he had something to do with it. Absolutely. He deserves some blame because the Jets were that bad against the run last year. But you think Will McDonald didn't have anything to do with it? Michael Clemens? They were making trades with the guys up front because they couldn't get anything going. They're putting new players in. Like, it was just kind of a disaster, man, all around. Quincy was a disaster too last year against the run. If he knows what gap he's going in, he's great. If he doesn't, he's in outer space, man, Quincy. So I don't know. I never liked Quincy with Jamien, to be honest. I think you kind of needed one or the other. I don't like them both playing, next to each other, being like your two main linebackers there. So yeah, 5. Olu, Fashanu, I'm a big fan of his. I could have even had him higher. I think he's one of the more underrated players on this team, actually. And I think when the season's over and it's all said and done, we'll look at him and say, Olu is somebody that is one of our better players. And you never look at a Jets game or post, game and say to yourself, damn, how bad was Olu today? He was getting beat all game. He was getting beat like a drum. Never. Maybe one time I had a reaction like that with Olu. That's tough in today's NFL to be a left tackle and you're not really noticed, which is a good thing. It's kind of like the Brickashaw-Ferguson thing. If you're not being talked about, that's a good thing when you're playing left tackle. He needs to get a little bit better in the run game department. He needs to be a little bit, more of a mauler up front. But he, to me, is a quality left tackle. And I think people underrate him, actually. I think we're really fortunate to have him. Everyone's talking about Membu, and we always bring up these bookend tackles. Let's talk about, though, our left tackle, how quality he really is. And he's somebody that's, I think, just going to continue to get better. DeMario, I don't need to get into it. DeMario had arguably one of the better years of his career last year. Had the most tackles of his career also last year. DeMario's DeMario. Membu, what a fantastic rookie season. Better than I even would have imagined. He can do both. He's a mauling right tackle, but he's also very technical in pass pro. He's an A- last year at both. So those can turn into A's, and then he's one of the best right tackles in football. Breece Hall is a special player when he's given the opportunities. Not that great between the tackles, but he does everything else outside of just running as like a workhorse. I think he does everything else very well. And we need to be a team that uses him in those areas versus trying to force him into things that he's not unique at. And then Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson's the best player on this team. And he's paid as the best player on this team, and he is. 1,100 yards consistently with some awful quarterback play. He does whatever we ask of him. He's a great teammate too, and he's everything you'd want out of a Jets receiver. He's going to go down as he's going to be a top 5 Jet receiver probably all time when his career's over. So yeah, the one thing in this list that obviously people were going a little bit nutty about was Jamie Sherwood and Minkah Fitzpatrick. Listen, I'll be honest. I was not a fan. I was on your show, I think, when the news broke. I wasn't a fan of the Minkah deal. I really wasn't. I thought there were other safeties that you could have got a better, it was a better bargain. $45 million for a declining older safety on a team that's rebuilding didn't make sense to me. It was actually one of the few moves from Darren Muji I didn't like. I'm not going to like every move. I didn't like that move. I'm not a big fan of Minkah right now. I was a big fan of his earlier in his career, especially out of Alabama. I mean, he was fantastic, but I think he's declining. So I don't pay declining safeties almost $50 million. But besides for that, that's my list.
The Tank EV list, folks. You knew it would cause controversy, and it certainly has. I will give you my list in a moment. Plus, I will read you some of these comments that you need to absolutely address. But it is a new week. Only one live show today. That's because I am live on ESPN New York from 1 to 3:30 today with Ty Butler. So join us. We'll talk plenty about the Knicks and the Cavs game 4 tonight in Cleveland. But I want to also share this. End of the show today, if we get at least 20 entries, Knicks playoff shirt, Knicks playoff towel up for grabs today, plus a new set of Asmaniac weekly prizes. You ready for this? We're going to raffle away a signed Joe Klecko helmet, prize 1. A signed Darrelle Revis end zone pylon. And
cool.
A signed, that's right, Walt Clyde Frazier jersey, a Knicks prize in the weekly raffle as the Knicks are 1 win away from going to the NBA Finals. So those are the new set of prizes. And end of the show today, if we get enough entries, Knicks playoff towel, Knicks playoff t-shirt, all up for grabs for anyone who wants in on our raffle today on our only live show here on Memorial Day. Super chat from Nick Shine. If we learned anything from draft season, who are we as mere mortals to question Frankie?
That's a comment I actually want to frame. So I'm going to take a screenshot of that one. I appreciate it, Nick. Nick Shine's a great man. I went on his show. I had a good time. I actually enjoyed his show bigly. It was a good time.
Now, Frankie, you are just getting assaulted in the chat over the state of your haircut. Let me read you some comments here. Black
this isn't the best haircut I've ever gotten. Well, it was a last minute thing. My barber was busy. I went to this new guy who didn't speak English, by the way, which is okay. No problems. I couldn't really tell him what I wanted. He wanted to shave my head initially. He goes, "You want that cut?" He pointed to the other barber with a shaved head. I'm like, "You want to shave my head?" I go, "I wouldn't even go get a haircut." So
did a blind man cut your hair? Black Gypsy wants to know.
Man, you know what? It's a rough one. I couldn't do anything. He was he was trying to start a skin fade. I'm like, just relax. Let's not go too far here. And he didn't understand what I was saying, which is fine.
Lou B writes in, who had a worse season, Sherwood or Frankie's barber?
The guy was cool though. He actually, you know what? He had a little Netflix. He had an iPad on the mirror with Netflix on with subtitles in English. But I mean, I thought that was kind of a nice little touch. So I was watching Netflix as I'm getting a haircut. That's kind of cool. So maybe it wasn't the worst haircut of my life.
New Q says, worst haircuts in Tasmania. 1 Frankie, 2 Beast. Do you think you or Beast is a better haircut?
Probably Beast, man. Yeah, this isn't my finest cut. I thought about getting a shape up or something today. You know, I got to go to a little get together, Jake. I don't know this cut. Is this salvageable if I do a little shampoo later?
Yeah,
from some gel. Yeah, just move it to the side, man. It's all right. No one cares.
I'll bring on my my fashion guru for some advice for you.
I gotta go take a shit right now. Last year, 1 year ago,
He's not
Bobby
watching
Beasley
the show.
got
Great.
embarrassed on
Here we
national
go.
TV.
No, he didn't, Beast. No one knows who Bobby Beasley is.
And
That's like 10 people. But Beast is not paying
He's
attention to the
been
show.
defeated,
So he doesn't know
broken,
he's on the air.
and humiliated.
Everyone just listen in.
Now,
this is the mind of the Beast
The
at work.
stars are shining, bright as they can be. Hey, it only comes only once in a lifetime. And I'll tell you, good things are coming. Hey, pool water cold for you? How's the pool water? Cold? Oh, you just go, yeah, man, this is a party. Nine. Yeah, then you'd be like sitting in the sauna at the YMCA. Well,
You realize you're on air?
yeah, you'd be like sitting in the sauna at
Still
the
doesn't know.
YMCA. And you'd be like,
Beast, who are you on the
and
phone
you
with?
don't need that shit.
Can you hear me?
I'll tell you this. Working weather,
Can you hear
I'll
me?
tell you, this is my working weather. 70 to 79, I can work with that. 80 to 84 is perfect. But anything past 85 to 95,
How many days have we had past 85? 2?
He has no idea. He can't even hear us.
like, okay, show's over. Time to say, wrap it up.
You're on the
Nothing
air.
to worry about. I took my shower. I
You took a shower,
already let
everyone.
Lou B know that that AC unit was making goofy noises. It sounded like I'm like that shouldn't be sound like that. I'm like whoa. That
Hey,
don't
Beast.
sound right. I'm like, hold it.
Everyone, I'm sounding
I
the
go
alarm to
downstairs to
wake
check
up
everything,
this
like,
man.
Wait. What the hell is going on here?
Hey,
Okay, so I'm like,
we're on the
Lucy
air.
gave me the best idea. Turn everything off. It's like, oh, great.
He like has the show on mute. He can't even hear anything.
One thing after another.
Just leave a message. Just leave a message. Thank you.
Way to be locked in, Beast. Really appreciate it. Anyway, comments, questions, super chats, cut the line, enter the raffle if you want a chance at Nick's playoff shirt or rally towel here at the end of our show. All right, so Frankie, we got your list. I put together my version of a top 10. So here's how I see it. All right, I'll start at number 10. I think Harrison Phillips needs to be on the list. He had a good season last year. He was one of the few. He does his role really, really well. I almost put Austin McNamara on this list, but I didn't include any specialists. I didn't include a punter. I didn't include, Isaiah Williams, who was an elite returner last year. So I left off specialists, but if you're honestly just ranking like guys who do their job in the top 10, I put Harrison Phillips on this list. And I thought about putting some of the specialists on, but I didn't. Number 9, I still think Geno Smith is a top 10 player on the team.
Kaz and Ryan had him both on their list too. They had him 8th.
I was either going to put him 10 or 9. I put him at 9 just because of the importance of the quarterback spot. I think Geno's got to be on here. You'll notice I don't have Jamie Sherwood anywhere because he was awful last year. So I got to call a spade a spade. Number 8, I put Will McDonald. I still think Will McDonald is a good player with untapped potential, and the coaching was horrific last year, which is ironic considering he was the player that Glenn referenced. It's all about coaching with. So, of course. So, McDonald for me at 8. DeMario Davis I put at 7. In hindsight, I think I could have moved him a little higher. He had a really good year last year, but older player, maybe he drops off a little bit. Either way, I think he's certainly a top 8 player on this team. Tippmann, I think, is incredibly underrated. I think he had a really good season last year and is still an ascending player. Gives you position versatility at center or guard. He's good at both. So Tippmann at 6. Put an Olu at 5. I think he's still, again, young, getting better. Tackles, it does take a couple of years. You very rarely hit the ground running, and you're elite right away, which is what makes what Membu did so special. I think we're underrating Minka. I think Minka's still really good. I think he's a playmaker. He's only 29. I think he's the best safety that this franchise has had in a considerable amount of time. So I put him at 4. Maybe you could move him down a little bit. You could fight me on where to put Minka, but I think he's definitely in the top 10. Number 3, I put Membu. Honestly, I thought about putting Membu too, but I just, after 1 year, I was like, all right, let me see it a little more. So I put Membu at 3. Brees is at 2. I think the perception of Brees by some would be a lot different if the situation around Brees was better than what it's been. So I put Brees at 2. And I don't know if you really could argue with anyone that doesn't have Garrett Wilson at number 1. Like, he just has to be there. You and I agree with our 1 and 2 players here. So give me your thoughts on the list that I put together after we went through yours.
Listen, I like the list, actually. So I agree with you. 1, 2, 3, and 5 we're in agreement on. I had DeMario 4. You had Minka 4. Listen, Minka, we'll see. I think you have him too high. I think Kaz or Ryan had him 3 on their list. I don't know, man. When a guy starts bouncing around later in his career and he's aging, I can't wrap my head around them being some impactful player, but impactful in the sense of being top 5 on this list. But I still had him in my top 10. Geno's an interesting one because, listen, if Geno plays the way he did or plays 80% of what he did 2 years ago, he's maybe top 5 on that list, to be honest, or top 6. I don't know what Geno we're going to get. And I don't know. Some of the over-unders with him, too, I hate going by that, or kind of suggesting. I don't know. It could be a year where I just don't know if he's going to play the whole season. Like, if the Jets are out of it come week 12 or 13, maybe they start looking at other, they look at Klubnik or somebody else. I just don't know if he's going to have this full, 17-game season that he's got all the keys and things are sort of happening with Frank Reich. I just don't know. I don't really see that necessarily, but you're right to have him there. I do like the Harrison Phillips touch there. I really think that if I didn't do David Bailey in my top 10, hypothetically, because I didn't put rookies on besides him, I probably would have had Harrison Phillips on my list. So I would have just bumped everybody up. I would have had Phillips 10 and Will McDonald 9. I do like where you put Harrison Phillips, and I do agree with you. I think Harrison Phillips is so damn important, not only on the field, but off the field for a lot of these young guys. We have a bunch of young guys on the front line right there. Sweat, Briggs, obviously the edge players, Enigbari, Yamada. I mean, Phillips is going to be very, even Osai. I mean, Phillips is going to play some 5 technique. So he'll be doing some stump packages with some of the edge guys playing on the outside. So they'll be communicating. I love Harrison Phillips on this team, and I do kind of agree with you. He probably should be in the top 10. You're one of the first people to actually suggest him in the top 10.
He should be on the list over Jamie Sherwood on yours.
Nah, man. It's just to me, it's just a talent thing. Like Jamie Sherwood as an inside linebacker is more talented in how he moves, how he fits up. When he knows what he's doing, he makes plays all over a football field. There's a reason he got paid what he did. I can't go there due to the talent variable. Phillips is really good, but he's starting to get a little older himself. He's not as impactful as he once was. So We'll see this year, though. I'm sure we'll come back to it. So,
Ladies
sure,
and
gets a lot
gentlemen.
of hate in the Jets community, though. I really don't understand why.
Well, anytime you get paid and then suck, you bring up memories of Muhammad Wilkerson, and you never want to go full Wilkerson.
That's very well said, actually. That's why they pay you the big bucks.
Oh, yeah.
That's why you're
Ladies
going on
and
national
gentlemen.
radio at 1 p.m.
Local radio, baby. ESPN New York. Tune in.
That's not national radio. That's not local. Locals like radio in New York City. That's
This
big
is
time
local.
thing.
This is we're 8:80 a.m., man. They're all local.
I disagree. I think is that regional?
Let's see. I mean, you can listen anywhere, but it's 8:80 a.m. You can only get like the tri-state area. Signal's not. You put on 8:80 a.m. in South Carolina. I don't think you're going to hear the station.
So you'd have to go to ESPN.com, like New York radio, right? And then
Yeah, download the app. There's an ESPN New York app. It's super easy to use. So I recommend that for everyone. Kyle Clifton wrote in, am I the only one who thinks Membu's already the second best player on the team? I mean, he might be. He honestly, I thought about putting him too, Kyle. I gave it to Brees out of, just longevity. Like he's consistently put together in his career solid seasons, but Membu was great as a rookie. Honestly, and I see Nick Shine is talking about this. I thought about putting Juwan Briggs on my list.
Yeah, that was a
over
good call.
Harrison Phillips.
Yeah. I just, the thing with these defensive tackles, you want to call them, Phillips is he plays a little bit outside too, but let's say Phillips, Briggs, Sweat. I don't know what the PT, the playing time is going to be amongst them three. That's why for me, it's like, I wanted to put Briggs on or Phillips, but I was thinking, are they going to get enough playing time? They might be in some sort of timeshare up front, especially with some of these other players that we brought in this past offseason. I'm curious how much playing time they'll get to actually be as impactful enough to be considered a top 10 player. Even the rookie that we have coming in, Jackson, I'm curious how much PT he's going to get to on the defensive line front there. So that's the only thing with those guys up front. I feel like they're kind of interchangeable. We'll see kind of how it plays out.
Hit the like button if you're just joining us. Comments, questions, super chats, cut the line. As of now, no one has entered this new week of raffle, so I'm going to change that. Ladies and gentlemen, one gifted membership from yours truly is coming down the pipeline. If you get it, you are in. Again, new set of prizes. This week, our top prize is a signed Walt Clyde Frazier jersey, a signed Darrelle Revis end zone pylon, and a Joe Klecko signed helmet. So if you want in, now is the time, and we will shout you out as we always do. One gifted membership from yours truly. Hit it. It went to listener Greg the Hammer. Greg, you are in for one. Hey, guess what? Black Gypsy, he is in for one. Hit it. Let's go.
Are you a happy guy?
Oh my goodness, let's go!
Notorious Han in the Asmaniac raffle. Some super chats I want to hit. But first, let me shout out Cisco Lopez, who gifted a channel membership.
They wrote me off. I ain't right back, though.
Cisco's membership went to listener Mark Grossman. Mark, you're in the Asmaniac raffle. And how about our first 5 spot of the new week? Colin Wolford in for 5.
Hey, go New York, go New York, go! Go New York, go New York, go!
Dan Meza, Ray C, Frankus Kill Machine, one King Joseph, professionally certified hater, all receiving a gifted membership there from Colin Wolford. Some super chats. This one's from Black Gypsy. Sherwood last year is as bad as Frankie V's haircut.
Unbelievable. Unreal. Listen, my haircut's like, Jamie and getting 154 tackles on a bad defense. All right. You can work with it. There's something there. I don't know what it is, but I feel like there's something I could do here. Somebody
Is
said
your dream scenario to have dinner with Jamie and Sherwood and David Bailey at the same time?
Well, if David Bailey wants to have dinner, it's just going to be me and David Bailey. Nobody else is invited. So if Bailey will only do it, if Sherwood's there, then yes.
Fair enough. Ladies and gentlemen, a super chat here from Nate, who says, when I head to New York, I demand lunch with Frankie, going to start a heated discussion in public with the guy.
I mean, I've done that a few times. I get in heated discussions in many of places. So if we disagree, it may just go down publicly, man. You know.
Peter
Kinda
Castro
how it goes.
says Frankie's starting to look like Charles Gorman.
Am I really? Damn.
Gorman's a legend.
Maybe I'm related to Charles Gorman. Who knows?
The Kyle Clifton top 5. He's in the raffle for 2 with this glorious super chat.
Yeah.
Number 1, Garrett. Number 2, Membu. Number 3, Minka. Number 4, Olu. Number 5, Titman. Where would you put Breeston, Kyle? That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I like some things about that list. I think Membu and Olu both, being 2 and 4 makes sense to me. But I don't know, man. Again, not to crap on Minka. I can't see him as a top 5 player on this roster. I know, who he is and what he's done, but I don't know. I think there's better players in this roster than him. DeMario, I think, is better than Minka Fitzpatrick, isn't he? At linebacker. Why isn't he there?
I had Minka ahead of DeMario.
Why?
I think Minka's still really good. I went back and watched his season last year, and I still think he's a high-level safety, and he can do a lot of different things.
The thing with Minka, though, is they started playing him a bunch in the box, which worries me a bit.
But I think they did that out of necessity. I think with the Jets, he's going to go back to being a more traditional free safety playmaker.
Is he athletically right now in his career at this point? Is he able to do that, though? He has.
I think he is. He's not old, dude. He's only 29. It's not like he's like DeMario Davis, 37.
Yeah, but he's got some miles, Jake. When safeties hit that like 30, 31 age, man, sometimes they get a little bit flat-footed. And
he's 29.
Yeah, Jake, 2 interceptions he's had over his last 3 seasons.
I get it, but he's also
he used to get like 5 interceptions a year when he was younger. I don't know. I'm just a little concerned.
He's playing more in the box though last year, so like I don't hold the interception stuff against him. Do you remember the play? He had a pick on a 2-point conversion that didn't count towards his interceptions. Like that doesn't go down as an INT, I don't believe.
Yeah.
Party with Peg and Artie in the raffle. They are in for 1 entry. Let's go. Hit it.
They wrote me off. I ain't right back, though.
Oh, can Peg and Artie win a prize this week on the show? Just like they wrote off Geno Smith. They're writing off Peg and Artie for some reason. Kyle says Brees was close for number 5. He's probably at number 6. Joe the Jet says, Frankie, you are a good sport. I respect that.
I have no other choice, right? We're going to fight everyone.
Let's see. Black Gypsy says, I'm questioning all of Frankie's decisions with that haircut. I feel like you almost have to go back to the barber and get a refund.
And you know what? I tipped the guy a good amount of money, too.
Why?
I didn't even realize how really bad it was until I left. I was like, all right, I was having a good time in there. I'm watching Netflix. They're chopping it up. I don't understand what anyone's talking about. But, my guy was busy. And when I left, I could tell my barber, my regular guy, it's literally down the street from my apartment. I can tell when I left, he kind of looked at me and he was like, damn, man, maybe you should have waited. Like he kind of gave me one of those looks. But it is what it is. Not every
Open phone lines for anyone who wants in on the conversation here. A Memorial Day program, unlike any other. Beastbreaker writes in, Frankie, go back to Supercuts and get your money back. Let's check in with the man they call Beast and get his thoughts on where things currently stand.
Tweet. Stringing the cheese. What's up with that haircut? Did you give him Supercuts? How much? How much you pay him?
How much you think I paid him? No. It was more expensive than I thought. It was 30, and then I tipped like $8, so I paid $38.
I swear to God, I'll get you. I will take you to school.
Haircuts are $30 now, Beast. They used to be 15. I don't know what happened. I don't know.
Well, everything has doubled. As this daily double from Jeopardy.
Haircuts.
Daily double. And remember, the question is, you don't remember that, do you? You don't remember playing Jeopardy, do you? You never played Jeopardy, have you?
No,
You don't play Jeopardy?
I'm not a Jeopardy guy. I'm terrible at stuff like that.
I'll have to put you to the top, put you to the test. How about Wheel of Fortune?
Hey, Beast, what are your thoughts on this comment from New Q? If you add up government handouts plus $200 of lawns a year, plus Asmania gifts and Luby repairs,
I gotta
Beast
worry
is
about
basically.
I gotta worry about this goddamn thing going off. I'm not gonna yell today. Today's Memorial Day. Today's the day to support our troops, especially my grandfather and his brother who went to World War II.
Where's your USA flag, Beast? Would you like to do a rendition of our national anthem to pay homage to the troops?
Not Norma Jean, my friend. Not Norma Jean. Norma Jean was known by a great wrestler, But there is a hot video that's
How about God Bless America? Give us something patriotic.
How about some anybody say cheese? Did I hear somebody say cheese?
What does cheese have to do with our country?
It's cheese. I love cheese. I like fresh mutts. I like provolone. I like fart cheese, and I don't mind Munster cheese. I don't mind gas cheese.
What is the correlation to any of this with the United States of America?
Hey, this country was built on a lot of great things. We've won 2 world wars.
Would you say World War II was a must-win?
Hey, that's what it all counts to. We may have won other wars too. Nixon, the great Nixon with his, I'm not a crook. I'm not a crook. Ronald Reagan, who got the country up and running in the 80s, did his job. Bush, okay, sure, he didn't do so great, but
give us the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yeah, only if I can pull a little. There you go. And a little. There we go. You know what?
Where you going? Beast? Where did he go?
I've never seen someone bust out a guitar for the Pledge of Allegiance, though. That was kind of cool.
It actually was not as bad as I thought.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't at all.
All right, Beast, whenever you figure out what's going on there, we'll come back to you.
I only worry about one person's penis, and that's mine. So everybody else's, I don't really care.
What was that in reference to?
Benengo being Benengo, baby. Yeah. Chuck Wagon says your barber was a Reese guy.
Yeah, that explains it, doesn't it?
Joe writes in, Happy Memorial Day, Jake. By the way, funny thing I found out, did you know Cade Klubnik's 2-0 against Drake May in college? We got a chub for club in this chat, Frankie. Your thoughts?
Oh man, I whenever I go on YouTube now, I keep getting suggested videos about how Cade Klubnik is going to be the ultimate Jets sleeper this year, and everyone's overlooking him. So I don't know. Maybe there's something there. YouTube keeps wanting me to watch these kind of videos. So who knows, Jake? What's your take on Klubnik?
I got a chub. Well, I mean, I like the leadership and some of the intangible stuff, but my expectations for him are if he ends up being a high-level backup, that's a win for a 4th-round pick. Like, I don't think we have our franchise quarterback in waiting.
Yeah, and listen, if it's time to play the kid, don't hesitate to play him. He has started or has played in almost 50 games in college. There is no real, he's not going through some developmental period like a Ty Simpson. He can play. He's played in big games. He's played at a big school. He's had almost 50 appearances. If he's ready to go, play him. I mean, I was talking to someone like, oh, Bailey Zappi should be the backup. I don't even know if Bailey Zappi is going to make the roster. I mean, we don't have no idea. He couldn't even make the roster in New England when he was there. So if Klubnik can play, I'd play him. Why not?
End of the show, Nick fans. Nick playoff giveaway. We're giving away a shirt and a towel if we get up to 20 entries. We're at 9 gifted memberships, couple super chats, so we're at around 11 if my quick math is accurate. So we're almost there for a raffle at the end of the show. If you want in, Make sure you gift to be a part of it. And then new set of weekly prizes we announced earlier, including a signed Joe Klecko helmet and a Clyde Frazier jersey, among others. Peter Castro cuts the line with this super chat. Looks like Frankie went to Jack the Ripper for a haircut.
Peter, I don't know if you should be the one talking about people's haircuts, if you want my honest opinion.
Ask Peter about Alan Lazard if he has a pulse.
Why, he was an Alan Lazard fan?
So Peter Castro famously once paid $500 to ask Robbie Sabo, does Alan Lazard have a pulse at minicamp? He meant to send in a $4.99.
Really? That's great. That's great.
$500.
That might be the worst super chat in YouTube history.
Oh, the worst. I challenge anyone to beat that one. Unbelievable. Let's get the
I had a bad haircut, Peter. I know. All right. It's gonna come and go quick. I may go and get this. You know, I may do a beast, man. Maybe I'll get a mohawk. I'll just go completely commando on it. I don't know.
Get the rat tail, the beast rat tail.
Yeah. That sounds good.
Ladies and gentlemen, more of your calls. C is on the line. I believe this is Jet fan Carl. Hello, Carl.
Hey, Jake. How you doing? Hey, nice haircut. Nice haircut.
You should take a picture and ask your barber to copy it.
Yeah, I think I saw that picture on the. Used to go to the old time barber shops and had the poster on the wall with all the different haircuts, like flat top and all of that stuff, many years ago. Yeah. Hey, I didn't know if that was Beast or Jimi Hendrix playing the Star Spangled Banner. Remember that famous guitar solo by Jimi Hendrix?
Yes, Carl.
Anyway,
Beast is a musician, though. You respect greatness when it stares at you in the face.
I know he is. Hey, I'm just coming back from my blood donation at the Red Cross. So I'm a little dizzy, so I'm driving around to kind of try to get it off. I thought for Memorial Day I would go give some blood. And I got myself a really nice Red Cross beach towel. Can you see it?
I see it.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm up to 38 donations. Over 4 gallons. For the people that need it. I have that rare O negative blood that can be used for anybody. Anyway, I'm excited about Minka Fitzpatrick. I think he's going to be a good. Yeah. Well, I'm sure he gives blood too, doesn't he?
Minka Fitzpatrick.
Yeah. I saw a Red Cross commercial with who the hell? The running back, the old Giants running back. What the hell is his name?
Tiki.
The guy that's on the Eagles now. What the hell is his name? I just forgot about it.
Hey, Carl, do you think you should be driving if you're dizzy?
Well, they gave me some snacks.
Hey,
and
Carl,
some apple juice.
Pull over right now. We need to see you have a snack and some juice.
All right. Well, you got to wait a minute because I'm making a U-turn right now. I got to wait for the light.
Lock in, Carl. All right. I need you to be locked in on this U-turn.
I will, but you got to give me a minute here. I can't go through a red light.
I know. I'm just saying, lock in. All right. This is a very important moment.
I am locked in. I have a
U-turn.
I have many snacks here. I have many snacks to eat. No, anyway, I'm just kidding. I'm okay. My body's used to giving blood.
Are you a vampire?
No, I think they're vampires. Once you give blood, they never leave you alone. They text you all the time. They call you on the phone, and they say, "Hey, you can give what?"
Hey, Carl, let me bring on my snack expert. He can judge your snacks. Beast, what do you think?
Okay.
Let me see what he's got to offer. What do you got?
I got to make the turn. Hang on. I can't talk. Hang on a second.
Lock in, Carl.
Time.
Okay.
Time out.
We got that. We got protein bites. We got apple juice.
That's normal.
Are they okay?
1 out of 3. Except that does count for the double.
Well, you know, Beast.
We call it 2 double. By
When
the
you
way.
when you go to Red Cross, they only give you healthy snacks.
2 words.
Hey,
buddy.
Beast, can you use a beach towel?
What are you talking?
Jake, this is my raffle. I'm raffling off a Red Cross beach towel.
I see that.
For a $5 super chat.
I'm sure people are dying to get a towel from the Red Cross.
Hey, you know what? I have Red Cross flip-flops. I got Red Cross cups. I have Red Cross T-shirts. I only give blood for the free stuff. They give me all kinds of free stuff. That's the only reason I do it. Anyway,
there's never been a better call on Memorial Day in the history of this program.
Never?
Never. You're number 1, Carl.
Yeah. I don't make too many good calls, so I'm pretty proud of this.
Hey, someone wants to. Hey, you roll the dice and you take what you get.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I'm going to go home and rest now, so you can let me off.
All right, Carl, drive safely.
Have a happy Memorial Day, and remember, don't be
I only worry about one person's penis, and that's mine. So everybody else's, I don't really care.
What a call that was.
Where's Carl's Jets tattoo? I was going to ask him, by the way.
It's on his nether region.
No, it's not.
It's on his shoulder. Hold on, Carl. Carl, show off your tattoo.
There, all right.
Don't crash while you do it.
Nice.
Can you see it?
All right, good spot.
Can
you
hear me?
There you go.
Tweet. String in the cheese.
Yo, what's up? Fun of my haircut.
Oh man, just hit that one section though. Look, ready?
What do I mean? I can move it. I don't know. This thing, it can't get out of its own way. What I do with this? There you go. All right.
Lesson learned. Next time,
I'm gonna shave it off just for you. All right.
Next time, don't watch.
I'll have like a flat. Then I'll have like it'll look even worse. I think.
You gotta do something with it. That one side is insane. It's living its best life, bro.
I might give it its own name. No, when the barber was doing it, I'm like, you sure you don't want to make just make the top a little shorter overall? Like, we're not really styling anything here. We're not getting anywhere. Whatever. That was funny. I'll give you credit for that one. That was
good time. Good time. So
just leave a message. Just leave a message. Thank you.
The Sherwood takers.
Howdy doody there, Black Gypsy. Howdy doody.
How you doing there, Beast?
So I've noticed you're getting the whole. Anyone ever tell you look like Morgan Freeman?
No, no one's ever told me.
Hey, Morgan Freeman.
Like an 80-year-old man. That's all I had, bro. That and the Sherwood take was horrible. Sherwood is horrible. Back to
we have to start putting. People have to start putting a little.
It's like an eye patch.
I thought you were a Knicks fan, Black Gypsy. What's with the Lakers
Knicks fan. I'm Knicks and Lakers, bro. Those are my two teams.
How can you root for two NBA teams?
You have to have one in each side.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do. I've been a Lakers fan, Kobe forever. So I mean, Kobe fan and Shaq fan. So and then I was a Knicks fan.
Both. Stop it.
Yeah, you can. I have to have both, bro. Been a Lakers fan forever
If
since I was a kid.
If they played one another in the finals, who would you root for?
The Knicks. I want the Knicks to win. Always the Knicks to win. But if we're not playing the Knicks, then I want the Lakers to win.
Do you still like the Lakers now? with LeBron and all. And
I liked LeBron in the COVID year because I think that was like the best basketball. Everybody always gives me shit for it, but I think without the fans, they just played. They played like you watching guys at the park play basketball.
Yeah.
To me, that was awesome. Like after that, I wasn't really a fan of. The team just wasn't getting better. They had the same people, and they haven't done anything really.
What happened to Austin Reeves this year? I wasn't keeping up. Did he just fall off a cliff, or was he hurt?
Got hurt.
Oh, he got hurt. Did he ever come back?
He did, but didn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Without Luka,
he was going off for a while.
You can't root for both, Black Gypsy, but I digress.
I mean, I have my East Coast. I got my West Coast. I mean, got to have one of both. But yeah, Knicks fan for life, bro. One more game, and we're in the finals
tonight, baby. Let's get
just think about that. I'm so scared to say it, but now we're at 3 games. I feel a little better about saying it because I want to jinx it. The last time we were there, I wasn't born when we went to the finals. Like I think that was the year I was born. And after that, it was Patrick Ewing and all them when we came the closest.
They went in 99 and they had no chance against the Spurs. Ewing was
the Spurs. That's right. Yeah, the Spurs.
And then at 94, I mean, they went to 7 and they had a chance. I mean, they went back to Houston up 3-2 and didn't win.
That's crazy, right?
I can't wait, bro. For us to be I don't care who we play. The fact that we made it there, like
I agree, and I the idea that like the West is just oh my god, the Knicks have no chance. The way the Knicks are playing, they absolutely could beat either team. I watched the Thunder last night have 68 points in the fourth quarter. Like this myth that like the West is so like last year. Did the Indiana not take OKC to 7 and they lost Halliburton in the first quarter of Game 7? Like again, the Knicks will probably be an underdog against either team, and that's okay. But the idea that the Knicks have no chance, it's already predetermined that they can't win. That's such a bunch of nonsense and Knick hate. And that's all it is. The goalpost, I'm going to talk about this on the radio today. I've never seen people move the goalpost like they quite have for the Knicks during this run. For all the people saying how easy the East is, where were all these people that were picking the Knicks at the beginning of the playoffs? All I heard was, oh, well, Atlanta finished the regular season as the hottest team in basketball. Philly's peaking at the right time. They just knocked off Boston. And then against Cleveland, it was, well, the Cavs just beat a 60-win Pistons team. They're really dangerous. It's like the Knick hate is generationally stupid right now. I don't have a time for the nonsense.
You guys remember earlier in the season or even go a few months ago, you know how many Knick fans and Knick content people jumped off the wagon? Like they were off the Knicks train completely. I mean, you have big accounts saying this team, they need to blow it up in the offseason. They have no shot. It's crazy how much things can change in a month or two. I think New York, we overreact way too fast to a lot of different situations, especially in basketball and baseball. The season's so damn long, man.
Yeah. And the regular season in a month. It's so different. And like the thing is too with this Knicks team, like they played together now for another full year, and like you can just see like they all know their roles. The chemistry is on fire. Guys have bought in. Like it's truly unbelievable basketball to watch. Like there's never been a team that has a better point differential over a 10-game span of playoffs.
Yeah, they've been awesome.
That's crazy.
I have to give White Gypsy, aka Nate, his credit because I told him last year that we have to get past the last team. We can't lose and make it to the finals. So if we make it to the finals,
Mike Brown's done great. I wanted Thibodeau to stay too. I thought it was too risky to make that level of change, but they're a win away from validating that move.
And they played amazing. Like the amount of points they're putting up when they want to and kind of playing defense. Like we have a chance to beat Spurs or OKC. We have a chance. Like people are telling me like, oh, it's impossible. Like we can beat them. We beat them in the regular season. I know it's the regular season, but still now we're moving the ball through Cat. We have a chance, bro. So I'm down for it. I'm with it.
They have so many players they can go to at this point that are playing at their best.
Landry Shamet. Landry Shamet's going to get a statue.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy? I mean, like they're a very tough team to guard, though, man. Because if you're over, you're overcompensating on one player or the other. Like you got guys that are just hitting all their shots right now, especially Mikal. Mikel's been.
Bridges is good. I never want to hear a damn thing about
Gary.
If they win a championship, I'm totally fine with those 5 first-round picks.
They get to the finals, dude. They like Bridges is averaging over 20 points a game on 70% shooting.
Yeah, no one's done that. I think since LeBron, right? In 10 straight
games.
He's been
clutch. He's been doing his job.
Yeah.
They're killing teams, man. It's crazy.
You can't ask for any more. This playoffs has been amazing. Like it feels like it's not real almost, but
I know. It should. I said it the other day. Great call, Black Gypsy. It shouldn't feel this easy. Like and look, they were down 2-1 against Atlanta, and in hindsight, that was the best thing to ever happen in this team because it got them to lock in and buy in, and they flipped the switch, and we're watching a level of dominance that we've never seen from a New York team. And a playoff run. Even the 98 Yankees were down 2-1 in the ALCS to the Guardians or the Indians at the time.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I just, Jake, if they get there, though, they got to win this one, man. I agree with your initial take. I think everyone's like, oh, the West plays a different brand of basketball. It's just at another level. I
don't know. I'm watching it. I think people just don't want to give the Knicks credit. I think if the Knicks had Celtics on their jerseys, we'd be talking about this team way differently.
I mean, yeah, and we'll see, and we'll get a sense, and that'll be the barometer, really, when they play either OKC or San Antonio, how good the Knicks have actually been playing. We'll get more of a sense of that against one of these juggernaut West teams. But listen, I think if the Knicks get to the finals, which they probably will, and they'll probably close it up tonight, it'll be, I think it's like a coin flip, man. I actually think it could even be in the Knicks' favor if you're asking me my honest opinion. I mean, you're not playing this good and you're this hot, and you're not going. I can't see you being an underdog in the finals. There's no better team in the NBA right now than the Knicks, man. OKC got blown out last night, didn't they? They lost by 20, right? So like, the Knicks aren't losing by 20. So
again, the myth of the West is what I like to call it at this point. It's like no one's saying that those teams aren't great. They are, but if you watch how the Knicks have played, they were right there with those teams, and they got a chance. And again, tight game in the fourth quarter, the Knicks will have the best player on the court. I'm sorry. That's what Brunson has proven in the playoffs now for 4 years. So
what a great player, man. Just he's stitching himself in New York history, New York sports history, man. Like we'll be talking about that guy for a long time. He's as good of a Knick as I've ever seen.
It's true.
You put him up there with anybody, put him up there with Pat, put him up there with whomever. He's incredible, man. The energy around the city too is awesome. When the Knicks are good, everything's good in New York, it feels like. Same thing with the Yankees to a degree too. The Jets will never be good, so we don't have to worry about that. You know what I was gonna say? Oh, Jake, last thing I was gonna bring up, right? Before you let me go. I know it's getting time. I'm gonna start using something. So instead of moral victories like we had last year, I'm gonna talk about analytical victories.
The Kenny Atkinson.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that. Like we might have lost, so we won analytically.
The Jets won 3 games last year, but analytically they won closer to 9. Aaron Glenn in a couple days at OTAs.
You have to promise me something during a post game. You have to bring that up seriously and see what the reactions are. I just need you to do that for me. If I ever ask you for anything, I want to see what people say.
Frankie, I got you. Can't wait to see you July 11th. I'll see you.
Can't wait,
then,
man.
Of course. You're the man. Appreciate you hopping on here on the holiday.
Salutes. I may have to fix this, guys and gals. Let's see. I'm going to have a new haircut for everyone next week. I'm going to have some special.
Ladies and gentlemen, Frankie V. Let's go.
Just leave a message. Just leave a message. Thank you.
Hit the like button if you're just joining us. Comments, questions, super chats. Cut the line. We need to do one very important thing before we get back to the calls. We string the cheese.
Let's play that new video, Stringing the Cheese, please. Stringing the Cheese.
Holy shit, ass maniacs. You know what time it is? Time to get to that beast attic. String some cheese. The Jets win the offseason. That's got me stringing the cheese. The Knicks comeback breaks records. That's got me stringing the cheese. The Yankees crushed the Red Sox. That's got me stringing the cheese. When Cisco sent gift memberships. That's got me stringing the cheese. Oh, stringing the cheese make me happy. My stringing the cheese might look messy, but cleanup is a pleasure after a damn good stringing the cheese. Oh, yeah. The Jets could make the playoffs. That's got me stringing the cheese. My
stringing the cheese.
Ah, yeah, baby. We're stringing that cheese. It's available on Spotify and Apple Music. For real. Hit the like button if you're just joining us. If you're on hold, I guarantee we will get to your calls. Ladies and gentlemen, let me first shout out one of the greats, Cisco Lopez in the house. 5 memberships. Let's go.
Sometime I do super chat. Sometime I do give membership. But all the time, I love the Jake Asman show. They call me Cisco Lopez.
Here's who got a membership from Cisco. Drew Baca, Jay Joke, Marcus Rulius, Eric B123, Frankie V's awful haircut, and a swine sum, all receiving a gifted membership. Shout out to Frankie for hopping on. Chicken Jenkins writes in, Jake, do you remember last Memorial Day? Beast called the cops live on your show because of Bobby Beasley, and Big Fella and Bonesy had to walk him off the ledge. I do remember that. I don't know if I have the clip handy for that one, but that was some show. Mike D's Nuts says, thank God that song was over. Not a fan of stringing the cheese, Mike? That's disappointing. Ladies and gentlemen, in honor of Mike D's Nuts not liking the song, let's play it again.
Let's play that new video, stringing the cheese, please. Stringing the cheese.
I'm just kidding. Let's get to your call, shall we? Nick Shud's in the house. Nick is next. Hey, Nick.
What's up, brother? How are you?
What's up, man?
So I wanted to ask you and Frankie a question. If you had to do your list, right, say top 5, if you had to change your list onto who are the most, like 5 guys, how do I word this? Who are the most 5 likely to make an all-pro team? How would that change your rankings?
Ooh.
Like I would move Membu to 1 immediately. I think Membu has the best chance to make like a top 2 all-pro, right?
Well, just based on how loaded running back and receiver is, because we both have Garrett and Brees 1 and 2. Yeah, I think if you're asking me who's most likely to make an all-pro team, Membu would probably be at the top of my list. It's also tough, though, with tackles on bad teams. Like, you got to be special. Like, you got to be like Joe Thomas level good.
I think that Membu, you know, you're a right tackle. You're drafted 7 overall. We saw really good things from him last year. And now a full offseason with him and Tittman next to one another without having to do that change, what we were on air that Wednesday, 10 days before the season started, AVT went down on that Wednesday morning, right before we went live in either the last week of August or the first week of September. Now they're going to work together. I think Membu, if I had to do it, I put Membu 1. I put Minka 2. Hall would be 3. Garrett would be 4. I mean, Isaiah Williams has to be in there, but if we're not going to do specials, then maybe DeMario, right? Like if he plays and gets this defense at a high level, like quick, if he gets them to a top 12, top 10 defense, and it's him in the centerpiece of it, he's going to get love.
Yeah, it's just tough. I mean, if you ask me who's most likely to make a Pro Bowl on this list, I could see DeMario Davis getting a lot of love.
Yeah. Yeah, that's different, right? That's like the fan vote. That's the player vote, the show the love to the veteran on the way out, like type of vote. But all pro is, you know, you don't get that for being liked. You get that for being elite.
Give me Membu as my pick as well. Because I think you're right. Now there is a scenario where I think Garrett could do it. Like if he actually maxed out on what he is. Like look at the numbers that DK put up with Geno that year in Seattle. And like JSN had some big years with Geno too. So I think Garrett's that level of player. Like he can be. Best case scenario, he's healthy, Agreed. The offense is humming through him. It's just there's more competition in the league at that spot. So I think you're right. I think most likely to be an all-pro. If I'm projecting, I'd go with Membu as well.
And here's the thing with Garrett, and this is wild to say this, right? For how long we've asked for them to add. We got a lot of weapons, and I think people are sleeping on how many options Geno's going to have time and time again. Like Garrett gets double teamed. You got all these other guys who can beat one-on-one coverage. So Geno being smart, Geno getting the ball out, Geno getting the ball to the guy who's open quickly. You know, for his last 4 seasons, Jake, even last year with the Raiders, as bad as it was, if you equated those to the Jets, he would have 4 of the top 6 seasons all time for completion percentage. If he's completing 67 or 68% of his passes with the talent these weapons have, with the catch and run ability that they have, with the blow by ability that they have, we could be looking at something really fun, man.
I just hope.
And it might not be, you might not have to feed it to Garrett because everyone else might be able to get open.
Well, that's got to be the hope, right? That there's less attention on Garrett because of the other playmakers. And if you do double Garrett, the other playmakers make you pay for that. That's where Sadiq in certain matchups comes in. Omar Cooper, A.D. Mitchell. Like, can A.D. Mitchell have some games this year where he goes for 4 catches, 125 yards? Like, catches a big 70-yard completion in there.
It's going to be like the 98 Yankees, right? Well, we're not going to set
Jets,
records, but no, in terms of every day there was a different star. Every day there was a different hero. They had
be like the 2026 Knicks.
98 Yankees, Jake. I'm going with
every
teams
day
that will win the championship.
Star.
I'm going with teams that will.
Mikal Bridges, Landry Shamet, Karl Anthony Towns, Josh Hart, Deuce McBride.
I don't want to argue with you, man. You're my boy, and I know you're happy with the way the Knicks are playing, so I don't want to argue with you.
Happy, I'm giddy.
I am happy for you. I'm happy for. Listen, I've changed the last couple of years. I'm
a happy man.
The majority of my life, I was a notorious Knick hater, and now, like through this community, I want to see my friends happy. So if my friends are happy, like I have no really allegiance to the NBA anymore. So if my Jets friends are happy, I'm happy for them.
You stringing the cheese? You happy?
Hey, listen, man, I love cheese. I've said for a very long time that cheese and peanut butter are the 2 greatest foods ever because they're perfect as is, and they're even better when they're melted.
Nick, I don't know if you just saw this. Holy crap. Breaking news.
Breaking sports news on the Jake Asman Show.
Beastbreaker writes, hey, Jake, I have a hot dog. We go live to the scene immediately. Beast, take it away.
We're not cooking just yet. We're going to be cooking in about 45 minutes. I'm starting bright and early. And remember, folks, when you're using that grill, don't put your fingers by the grill when that fire goes up. You know why? Because you'll burn your finger. Safety precautions, and always remember, make sure you have gloves on and tongues. If you use
Nick, your thoughts?
I don't know what's dirtier, his grill or his tub.
Well, the tub is clean now.
If you can't clean a tub, you can't clean a grill. Like it's I don't know. It's good luck to him. I hope he enjoys his day.
Nick, I hope you have a great Memorial Day.
Yeah, I'm gonna go live after you. I'm gonna go live 11:30. So if you guys are looking for
a lot of
more
jet
content,
a lot of jet news to discuss today.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over Samini's article from yesterday. I was gonna do my regular Sunday night show last night, but I had a really awful headache all day, so I was sleeping by like 8:30, and I figured do it today. I got nothing to do.
Knicks basketball on tonight. I know you'll be locked in.
Enjoy, man. I hope you're happy. That's.
I'm glad you come around to being a Knick fan.
What the hell are we doing here? If this is all right, now you know what, Kevin. That's strike 2 3/4, bro. You are a quarter strike away from being out of the Discord to this nonsense.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Jake,
it's up to you, New York, New York.
Well, now that we got that out of our systems, it's Memorial Day. Now let's get back to our feature presentation with Dr. Jake Asman. Take it away, boys.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Major Poonage in the house. Mr. Poon won a Mason Taylor signed helmet that was sent out the other day. Poonage, let's go. You're in the Asmaniac raffle for 5.
Say go New York, go New York, go! Go New York, go New York, go!
All right, last chance. I'm counting raffle names. We got a Knicks playoff t-shirt and playoff rally towel as our prize on our only show today. If you hear your name, you're a channel member. Big Wild Clue, Michael Walsh, Alex Franco, Charles Kim, and Chris Peterson all receiving a membership there. Joshua English says, Beast better be cooking Hoffman's or he's wrong. Beast, are you cooking Hoffman's?
What the hell are Hoffman's? I have Kirkland hot dogs. I got Johnsonville Dr. Pepper sausage. And I'm going to be doing burgers too, and fresh steak off the grill.
Hoffman Sausage Company.
Johnsonville. Johnsonville's are the best. Come on. If you want Johnsonville, go get the brand new one. They have the new one called Dr. Pepper out.
Great point, Jake. You hit it right there.
All right. Your calls to wrap up this program here. Nick Shine in the raffle for one. Thank you.
Are you a happy guy?
Oh my goodness, let's go!
If you hear your name, Nick made you remember. Matthew VF6. All right. Let me get to these last couple of calls here. Appreciate everyone who's chilling with us. Jason in Jerusalem. Hello, Jason.
Hey, Jake. Happy Memorial Day. Shout out. All gave some gave all. So shout out to all you members of the armed services out there and their families. I find it interesting showing that list that you showed before, Sherwood being number 6 and Cimini writing that Sherwood's really on the block. How do you just make sense of it?
Well, it's Frankie Vitz list, so that's how I make sense of it.
mean,
I don't think J.V. Sherwood is a top 6 player on the Jets roster.
Yeah, if it wasn't for his salary, he'd probably would be gone.
If they could get out of his contract, they would do it immediately. It didn't work. He didn't fit the scheme. He doesn't fit the scheme now. I'm not convinced. Like, the hope with Sherwood is he's closer to what he was in 2024 when he's not being asked to be the captain of the defense, coordinate it. Like DeMario Davis will do all that now.
I mean, the only hope that I have for him is you can get somebody else who is a bad signing that you could just exchange a bad contract for a bad contract. But at least by next year, you're out of the Sherwood deal.
Well, I think they're just going to eat it after this year. So it's like you just deal with one more year of it. You need them for at this point. They kind of need them too because it's not like they've added other linebackers. They didn't draft anyone other than the addition of DeMario. It's not like they signed any other linebacker that could take the Sherwood spot in the defense.
That's true. Do you think that they would have drafted Rodriguez if Miami didn't take him one pick above in the second round? Or do you think it was always Pons?
I do think he was on their Jets' radar, but I also believe Muji when he said they identified a pool of 5 or 6 players that they were comfortable with taking. So when they moved back 6 spots, they knew they were guaranteed to get one of those players.
Right. I hear that. I mean, I just remember also it was a few years ago when they traded down in the second, they ended up getting Mims for it. But when you trade down, you're expecting to get from a pool of players. Obviously, when you move up, you're targeting that one.
Correct. And I think I don't think anyone, like if Pons has ended up working out, I don't think we could be like, told you so. Like I haven't met a Jet fan who doesn't like that pick.
Granted, but I mean, there's a reason we didn't take him at 30 or was 31.
Correct. I mean,
there's a
the
reason
draft's
why
still about value. Yeah. The draft's still about value, 100%.
All right, Jake. Be well. Enjoy your weekend, and go Knicks.
Go
I'm
Knicks,
not a Knicks
Jason.
fan, but it's nice to see the New Yorkers celebrating a team that's actually doing well. It's nice to see.
Rare these days, so you're not wrong. Good call, Jason. I appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be an interesting one because we don't know where he's going to be calling us from. It's Memorial Day, but the weather's bad. But is Kyle going to throw a curveball for us and be on the outside anyway? Will he be on the inside? We find out all together right now.
Up, Jake.
Hello, Kyle.
Kicking it old school with the background.
Love it. A throwback kind of day.
That's right. I think that the haircut on the chart when you go to the barber is the boys regular that Frankie had. I'm not sure. I kind of came in late. I was when the rain let up a little bit. I went out and I took a walk to go get breakfast. And the point of the exercise with the top 10 is that the top 10 most accomplished players on the team, or the top 10 that we envision it's going to be for this season.
It's supposed to be right now. That's why I said when he's bringing up 2024 for Sherwood, I go, yeah, but it's 1 year and he was awful last year. So it's not like I could just flush it and be like, well, he'll return true to form. Like Sherwood broke out in 24.
So we couldn't just assume a steep decline for, say, DeMario, right? Like
you could if you think it's coming. You could.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just trying to understand the exercise because, if you're talking about the most accomplished players, like DeMario is probably near the top, right? And Minka would be there as well. And then, as far as the other accomplished players on our roster, it drops off pretty quickly. But yeah, I mean, I struggled. I think that there's a group of players in the middle of the top 10 that are kind of clustered together, that are very close. But I think that for this year, based on what we've seen, Membu might be the best player on the team. It's very close. And Brees is very good back. But he's also been a little inconsistent, so I struggle with him a little bit. I think he's somewhere in the middle of the top 10. I'm not exactly sure where.
Yeah, I would have him higher on your list, but I don't think you're crazy for putting Garrett 1, Membu 2. I had Membu at 3 on mine. I almost put him 2. I just gave it to Brees out of basically longevity, just consistency.
Right. Do you think the Knicks finish it off tonight?
I think they do. Yeah, I thought, to be honest, I didn't think they were going to win game 3. I'm like, if there was ever a game for them to drop, it'd be this one. And I think they'll close it out in 5. But the way Cleveland quit at the end of that game, they just stopped playing defense. And you got Kenny Atkinson saying, well, analytically, we really have won 2 of like, I just think if the Knicks handle their best punch early, I think they could blow them out. And it could be similar to what we saw in Philly.
The interesting part of last year's Jet season was that even analytically, Aaron Glenn was bad. So he would have missed the analytical playoffs by a mile last year.
The Jets were so bad that even analytics couldn't save them.
Yeah. And my last thing is, my favorite thing to do while I'm stringing the cheese is to hold my breath. So so yeah, I appreciate your time, Jake. Have a great rest of your Memorial Day weekend.
Kyle, let's go next, man. Let's get to the finals.
Say go New York, go New York, go! Go New York, go New York, go!
Lou B joins us now. Hello, Lou.
Jake, let's see if this works. Giving the tour of the beach club.
Wow. Look at the beach club. HQ2. Great weather today in Atlantic City.
A little cloudy today. I can't really hear you, but I'm just going to show everyone the beach club. This is where we'll be on July 11th. Put your thumb up if you could hear me, Jake, because I can't hear you. All right, perfect. So I'm just going to keep yapping. All right, so this is the beach club, everyone. It's shitty today. We're going to have about 3,000 people here today. We have a Brazilian party. And there's the DJ booth. There's the casino hidden behind the clouds. We're going to have all the Jet fans sort of in this area right here. There's Fireman Ed's VIP, Jake's VIP, and then the rest of us all here. And to show you guys why this is on the beach is there's the building. If you can see it, she's hidden behind the clouds. But that's the beach. And there's the police to keep everyone nice and safe from everyone crying. And that's the beach club. Where else? So there we're at.
Oh.
This will be where so what Ed will do is chant.
Yes. This is epic. I can't
And that's
wait.
it. I can't hear you, Jake, but
Ladies and gentlemen, the great Lou B. Let's go.
They wrote me off. I ain't right back, though.
Lou, we can't wait, man. GangreneBeachClub.com. Get your tickets on sale now. First come, first serve. $25 get you in. You're not going to want to miss it. It is going to be wild. It is going to be crazy. Will Joe Beningo be there? I said to Joe, Joe, there's going to be a lot of people wearing Speedos. Your thoughts?
I only worry about one person's penis, and that's mine. So everybody else's, I don't really care.
Ladies and gentlemen, your calls before we wrap this baby up. Last chance to get in the raffle if you want a Knicks shirt, playoff shirt from the Eastern Conference Finals, or a playoff towel. This is your last chance to enter for your chance to win. Today's closer is Chef Brian. Hello, Brian. Unmute your mic, Brian.
What up, Jake? My bad. How you doing, brother?
Hey, Brian.
You doing one show today?
Only one show. I'm doing 2.5 hours on the radio. So if you want more of me, ESPN New York.
Nice. All right, man. You've been working hard lately, so it's understandable. And the Knicks game tonight, so I know you're pumped for that.
Well, there's not really much happening in Jet world, Brian.
I know, man. I can't wait for my Jets, man. But I'm rooting for the Knicks. You know, I'm not really a Knicks. I don't really have a basketball team, but I'm rooting for the Knicks for sure. So Jake, I just wanted to comment about Coach, man, Coach Glenn. You know, we have to support. We got to support him, man, because I was thinking about this the other day. Who else? If let's say we fire Coach Glenn, right? Maybe Wright takes the position, maybe for a year, and who knows what he's gonna do, if he's even gonna be good or not. But if you really think about it, who is out there, bro, that's gonna, like, I'm tired. Like, we've been through this so many years, you know, like, oh, this coach is gonna do the change. He's the guy. He's an offensive coach. He's a defensive coach. But it's just been brutal with all these coaches. There just hasn't been anybody that has made the difference. So I mean, Glenn, you know, he was a Jet. He had a rough year last year, but I think that we should all lock arms, man, and really try to support him and the team in general. Because if you really think about it, man, there's really nobody. Who do you think that would take, like, you know, would take the reins if he's out of here?
I think the Jets would have their choice of candidates. You don't think this job would be attractive if they are, let's say,
Tomlin's
they win 5
not going to
games?
come here.
Why not?
Tomlin's not going to come here. He's got that TV deal. He had a great career, you know, with
Sean
Pittsburgh.
Payton had a TV deal too. He went back.
I mean,
What about Sean McDermott? What about Davis Webb? What about Kevin O'Connell?
Yeah. I mean,
Shane Steichen. Shane Steichen's won at least 8 or 9 games all 3 of his years with no quarterback. It's pretty impressive, if you ask me.
Yeah, man. I hope. I just think that we should support Coach and the team in general, just not just Coach.
But Brian, who's not supporting Glenn? Let me ask you this: like, we could walk and chew gum at the same time here. We could root for Aaron Glenn to turn it around, improve as a coach, look the part, while also acknowledging that if you're betting on the odds of Aaron Glenn being a good head coach, historically, he'd be a huge anomaly if he figured it out based on how poor his first year went. So I think we could acknowledge chances are he's not a good coach, and we hope he proves us wrong, while also saying if he doesn't prove us wrong and he's awful, we're at least in position to attract a top-of-the-line coach a year from now, because I think the Jets, with the 3 first-round picks, the most cap space in the NFL, and some pieces on this roster that I think are pretty good, you feel pretty good about your team going forward if you actually got the coaching hire correct.
Yeah, you know, I agree. And hopefully, you know, he could turn it around, man, because, you know, I don't know if it was Parcells had like that first bad year with the Jets, and then he freaking made a turnaround.
No, Parcells had a good first year with the Jets. He took over a team that won 1 game and went 9-7 in his first year.
Oh, okay. I forgot who was the coach, but I know somebody turned it around, and I really hope that he turns it around.
In Jet history?
Yeah.
A bad first year with the Jets and then turned it around. I mean, what's kind of crazy is up until Saleh, first-year Jet coaches all did well since Parcells. Parcells, 9-7. Al Garo had a winning season. They collapsed. They should have been better. But the 2000 Jets won 9 games. Herm made the playoffs in his first year. Mangini made the playoffs in his first year. Rex made the AFC Championship game in his first year. Bowles had a winning season in his first year. Up until Gase and then Saleh, first-year Jet coaches had success. And then obviously Glenn was horrific in his first year. So it's now been 3 straight Jet coaches that had losing years in their first year.
Yeah, man. I mean, the thing is, Jake, I'm already so tired of, like, every year is like, oh, it's going to be the year. You know, everybody always busts our chops with that, like, non-Jets fans are like, oh, you know, we're always like, yeah, next year, you know, we got the draft, we got this every year. Even my wife don't even care no more. I'm like, honey, the draft today, you know, she's like, yeah, whatever. What happened last year? Like, I'm always getting embarrassed, even in my own home with this team. And she's a Jets fan too, but she's just like, she gave up. And I'm just like, don't give up. Hold on to the rope. You know?
Don't let go.
Don't let go. No, she holds on to my rope, but yeah. Anyway.
Whoa.
Calm your freaky down.
My bad. Yo, anyways,
I only worry about one person's penis, and that's mine. So everybody else's, I don't really care.
Yo, Bees, what up, kid?
Let me give you a little history lesson.
Oh, go ahead. My bad, Bees. Yo, Bees, you making hot dogs and burgers today?
Keep your pants on. Don't even, in the words of the great Ronnie Piper, don't even think about it.
All right. What, yo, Bees? What you cooking today? What you cooking today? Your barbecue? Is it not that nice out? It's kind of like,
come on. Whose holiday is this? This is America's holiday.
Yeah, no. It's our veterans' holiday. All our, you got to remember, all the fallen soldiers, baby. Don't forget.
And maybe sometime, maybe next week, I could go to my Mexican joint and bring me a little.
Nice. Yo, Beast, hold on. I got a question for you, though.
From where?
Wait. Let me talk, bro. Hold on. Beast, listen. Do you listen?
I heard that.
Wait, let me tell you, bro. Fuck. Listen.
Good job.
I know. You know why I respect you, Beast? Because you cook. At least you actually cook on the grill, man. Even if it's electric, you cook it on the grill. You don't use the microwave. Do you have a microwave in your kitchen?
That would be stupid. That'd be stupid.
What is that? What is it?
I'm gonna sound like Sister Mary Patrick from Sister Act and go, no way, a minute.
Yo, Beast. You know why I'm bringing that up? Because Chef Kev, the other day, he got tight with me because I was busting his chops, and I was like, yo, Chef Kev, I hope those are not microwaves behind you. And he said, oh, he was tearing me up with it. I was busting his chops, but he took it to the heart.
We don't need anybody breaking balls here. Just take it easy.
But listen, Beast, you're gonna come to the cook-off, right? You're gonna come to the cook-off in MetLife.
Hey, if I'm putting the apron on, I'm putting the chef on, I'm putting gloves on because number one rule: if you're cooking with a grill, you put gloves on. Why? Because it's for caution reasons. One, you don't want to burn your fingers, and two, you got to use your head. Use this. You see this? It's called use this.
That's a big ass head you got.
I may have a big ass head, but I got a big brain. And Mr. Brian, let me address one thing here. To the asshole named Pat McCaffrey's, you better respect Chef Kevin, because Chef Kevin is a legend. So show some respect.
No, that's my guy. Yo, no, listen, hold up. Now don't take it the wrong way, B. Chef Kev's my guy. And listen, I voted for
one guy just.
But look, there's only one thing. There's only one thing I gotta say. Oh, damn, that's cold. Chill,
that's called disrespect.
Chill, Pat. Chill, man.
Why I was gonna
Chef Kev's cool as hell, man.
Never say that again. Do you hear me?
Yo, Chef, listen though. I mean, not Chef. Beast. You're gonna come to the MetLife. You better bring the freaking electric grill.
I will be putting the apron on, and I'm putting the gloves on for one reason. If it's hot out, who cares?
You guys laugh. It's not funny.
This is regurgitating.
And those are two fairly young men.
You want to see what a real man looks like?
They don't care. They think it's funny that they're sickly and ill.
This ain't no bullshit.
Beast and Gorman look great.
Yeah, they're both physical specimens.
Destructive but constructive.
That's extraordinary, yeah.
272 pounds, muscle and might.
I'm all thrown off here. I'm all flustered here. Can I get to my jet point?
Yeah, you could try.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't fuck off, I don't know what else will. Have a good day.
Oh, man. What a show. Good job by Brian. Good job by Beast. Chef Kevin is no fraud. How dare you, Pat McAfee's tank top. Robin Boy Wonders in the house in the raffle for one. Thank you, Robin.
The Jet fans getting a little crazy.
I want to shout out Robin, who got a jersey over the weekend for his nephew from this show. Shout out to Frank P for donating it to Robin Boy Wonders. Robin, your gifted membership went to listener Max Feeney 8127. Kevin Zerker sent Flow State. I don't know what that means. It came up on my YouTube chat, but not on StreamYard. So, Kevin, thanks for whatever you did. So I'm not quite sure what exactly you did. Hey, we are presented by PrizePicks. Download the PrizePicks app. Use the promo code HMA. And if you put together a PrizePick lineup, putting in $5, you'll get $50 in bonus cash immediately. I hit on 2 PrizePick lineups for the Knick game the other night. I put this together quickly. You can follow me on PrizePicks at Jake Asman. This one is very low leverage. I'll put together another one later, but I scrambled to get this together by the end of the show today because I was waiting for the latest lines. This one I think is going to hit. Just $10. Turn it into $15 real quick. Bridges has been incredible. Points, rebounds, assists. I think he will eclipse 14.5. Landry Shamet hit 1-3. Boom, he's over 2.5 points. Shamet with 3 incredible 3-pointers the other night in the fourth. James Harden, he'll score at least 13 points. He has to. 3 picks or 3 players here. $10. Turn it into 15. Make your own over at PrizePicks. Use that code HMA. Shout out to PrizePicks for sponsoring our show. Are we ready for the Asmaniac raffle? Because, folks, it's about to go down. It is about to go down. We have ourselves a Knicks playoff shirt and playoff towel all up for grabs. Before we spin the wheel of champions here on Memorial Day, we bring on the master of raffle ceremony.
Gorilla Monsoon here, live in the control center. Where we ready to go? Now, remember, folks, we're offering and auctioning away 1 T-shirt and 1 New York Knicks towel. Are we ready to see some history? Girls, bring in the wheel. We're going to get ourselves 1 lucky winner today on this beautiful Memorial Day holiday. Now my hands are on this wheel. Are we ready to spin the wheel and count it down at 3, 2, 1, and let it rip!
It's time to announce the winners of the weekly Asmaniac raffle. Let's spin the Jake Asman Show Wheel of Champions and find out which Asmaniac is winning an epic prize.
Oh, baby. Here we go. Black Gypsy with his patented last-second entry. I got you down, Mr. Gypsy. His second gifted membership of the program. We're up to 24 entries on the wheel, so great opportunity for someone to win. Knicks playoff t-shirt, Knicks playoff rally towel, and I got some new Jake Asman Knicks stickers that I will include in your package. That's what she said.
I only worry about one person's penis, and that's mine. So.
Joe, enough. All right, here we go. Good luck to everybody, but only one can win. If you win, email me, asmanjake@gmail.com, your name and address, so we know where to send your prize to. Good luck to everybody. The winner is Black Gypsy, the Gyps Man. Ladies and gentlemen, Black Gypsy, you're the winner.
Hey, go New York, go New York, go! Go New York, go New York, go!
Considering Black Gypsy won a signed Wayne Corbett jersey on the show last week, I already have his address. So Black Gypsy, Knicks playoff shirt and playoff towel is yours. But if I ever see you wearing a Laker hat again, claiming to be a fan of both, you will never, ever be allowed to win another prize on this program. Anyway, let's go Knicks tonight. I'm on the radio coming up in about 90 minutes. So put on ESPN New York. I don't believe the show will be on YouTube today, so you can listen on the app or 8:80 a.m. if you're in the New York area. Plenty of Knicks talk. We'll get to some baseball, maybe some local football as well, but a lot to get into. And I'm looking forward to it. Asmaniac, call in 800-919-3776. You guys are the best. Go Knicks. Get your brooms ready. Let's go Knicks. Have a good one, everybody. And thank you again to all those who served and the families of those who served here on Memorial Day. We'll never forget all your sacrifices for our great country. Now let's go Jets. Let's go Knicks. We'll talk to you on the radio coming up at 1. See everybody. Have a good one.
Say go New York, go New York, go! Go New York, go New York, go!
Oh, hi. Jake wants me to ask you to click on the like button.
That's right, Lane. And if they don't subscribe to the Jake Asman Show, this team may never win another game. Let's go, Jets!